Shalom. All right, let me check this feed real quick. All right, Shalom out there. Shalom, we in there. All right, beautiful. All right, before I get started with this lesson, this live lesson, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakah Kwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Mill who taught me this truth. Double salutations to all you Akim out there laboring, the house of David, the elect, that's pushing this word with all truth, righteousness, and sincerity. Shalom to you, brothers. All right, all you sincere believers out there, you Akwathium. All right, you believers all around the world that believe and subscribe to the doctrine, the true doctrine in Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, man. So, hey, shalom to the elect, okay? And I say shalom to the elect, you know, those that are able to receive the word, all right? This truth, this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, and that are not offended, all right? And I just wanted to do this quick lesson here, live lesson through the spirit, just laying backing off a statement that I was listening to with the apostles, you know, from their street speaking, and they made mention about, in the lack of better words, that only the elect would be guided towards this knowledge, or something around them lines. Only the hopeful elect would be guided into this truth, which is a heavy statement, man, and that's true, you know. And I wanted to just, you know, land back off that because, you know, no matter who you are or where you at, if you're part of the Lord's elect, you know, you're going to receive of this word, you're going to receive of this knowledge, all right? Because this word wasn't for everybody, all right? The Lord clearly makes distinctions throughout the scriptures that this word is only for the elect, okay? And I wanted to build upon that. So Lord willing, you know, this lesson is edifying. So let's get some scriptures here, all right? Because only the elect would be guided towards this knowledge. That's it. All right, let's start with let's start with Jeremiah. Let's go there. This is in the spirit, you know. Spirit's like the wind, you know, but Lord willing, you know, the lesson is edifying. But anyway, this is Jeremiah 29. In verse 11, it says, "For I know the thoughts that I think toward you, saith the Lord, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, thoughts of peace and not of evil, to give you an expected end." All right. Verse 12, it says, "Then shall you call upon me, and ye shall go and pray unto me, and I will hearken unto you." All right. So I'm bringing the scripture out because it's like the, it's almost like the journey, you know, of the elect finding the Lord, you know, because remember, hey, before we were in the truth, a lot of us was in the church, right? We was in a Christian church. We was believing on fake white man Jesus and shit. All right. Some of us may have been, Muslims, atheists, whatever the case is, right? But those who have, those that have subscribed to this knowledge, this truth, that understand this thing, ultimately, hey, you were called. This is why you were given this thing. This is why you're able to see and understand, is what I'm saying. All right, because you got men from all walks of life that have came into this thing, man. You know, that were called into this thing. You know, but reading this again, it says Jeremiah 29 and 12. "Then shall you call upon me, and you shall go and pray unto me, and I will hearken unto you. And ye shall seek me and find me, when you shall search for me with all your heart." You see that? And only, right? Let me add on to that. And really only the elect has found this thing, right? Romans 11 and 7, it says, "What then? Israel have not obtained that which he seeketh for." Because, hey, you have our people out there in the world, you know, that want to know the meaning of life, you know, the purpose of their existence, why they're here on this earth, you know, all of that. But it says this, it says, "What then? Israel have not obtained what he seeketh for, but the election have obtained it," right? Meaning the elect have obtained the truth. You know, they have obtained this knowledge. Okay? It says, "But the election have obtained it, and the rest were blinded." You see that? So that's clear cut. That's the separation. That's the distinction there, man. All right. It said that the rest were blinded. Okay. 2/3. They're not able to grasp this truth, right? Because you're gonna have many people get offended at what was being said. You know, we get on these women, we get on the so-called white man. All right. We're telling you about the prophecies, how Yahweh Shema Washai is coming to end Babylon the Great, which is America. 2/3 of our people are going to suffer a grievous death. All the various things that come out of the bitter of the scriptures. They can't receive that. It said the rest were blinded. Okay? It says, verse 8, it says, according as it is written, Yahweh Shema Washai have given the spirit of slumber, eyes that they should not see, and ears that they should not hear unto this day. See that? The Lord has given them the spirit of slumber, meaning these niggas are asleep out here. Jake talking about he woke, he not really woke. All right? You sleep. Your eyes have not been open to the light, man. Okay? And it said unto this day. All right? So going back to my point, only the elect is going to be guided to this knowledge. All right? Let me go back. Jeremiah 29:12, again it says, then you shall call upon me, and you shall go and pray unto me, and I will hearken unto you. And you shall seek me and find me. When you shall search for me with all your heart, with all your mind. And I will be found of you. See that? And I will be found of you, saith the Lord, Yahweh Shema Washai, and I will turn away your captivity. And we're in that time now. The Lord is about to turn away our captivity, turn back our captivity, meaning he's coming to deliver us, to save us. All right? It says, and I will gather you from all the nations and from all the places where I have driven you. All right. So you have the elect that have been scattered through all the nations. This is why the Lord said that. These are those Israelite foreigners that have been scattered abroad. All right. You Jakes in them other countries out there, man, that believe on the doctrine, that believe in the name of Yahweh Shema Washai, man. All right. It says, and I will gather you from all the nations and from all the places whither I have driven you, saith the Lord, Yahweh Shema Washai, and I will bring you again into the place whence I caused you to be carried away captive. Verse 15, because you have said, the Lord, Yahweh Shema Washai, have raised us up prophets in Babylon. You see that? And the prophets have been raised up today in Babylon the Great, man. In America, man. The prophets are here today, giving you the truth. All right. So going back to my point again. All right. Only the elect would be guided towards this knowledge, man. All right. Like the elders was going into, you know, whether it be through the unicorn, the videos going out or out there on the highways and hedges, man. If you're part of the elect, you're going to receive of this thing, man. You're going to get it. All right. Isaiah 30. You know, you're going to receive this word in some form or fashion, man. However the Lord set it up to be fit. All right. Isaiah 30. Okay. Isaiah 30 in verse 19, it says, for the people shall dwell in Zion at Jerusalem. Thou shalt weep no more. He will be very gracious unto thee at the voice of thy cry. When he shall hear it, he will answer thee. And that's heavy now. All right. The Lord is listening and hearing the cries of the very elect. All right. As I said in my lesson, it's through the cries of the elect on how the Lord is now being summoned back to the earth. All right. Verse 20, it says, and though the Lord, Yahweh Shema Washai, give you the bread of adversity in the water of affliction, yet shall not thy teachers be removed into a corner anymore. All right. A corner representing being in a low place. All right. It says, but thine eyes shall see thy teachers. All right. So this is part of the process. All right. The elect would be guided towards this knowledge and they would see their teachers. All right. They would acknowledge, all right, their true teachers, who they learn from. All right. Who they have received this understanding from, because you have to learn from somebody. Right. So you will see your true teachers, starting with our leadership, our apostles and elders, man, of Great Millstone, man, GMS. All right. Jeremiah 3:15, man, the Lord will give you pastors according to his heart that shall feed you with knowledge and understanding. All right. So it says, but thy eyes shall see thy teachers, and thy ears shall hear a word behind thee saying, this is the way, walk ye in it, right? So, hey, you might have an individual that walks past the camp, right? If he's part of the elect, all right? Somehow that word is going to get into his mind, it's going to drive his spirit, and he's going to receive this thing, man. Even on the internet, you know, you might have a particular individual that might have, you know, surfed past the videos or whatnot, caught a video or two, and the spirit, you know, connected with him. All right. Then that person wanted to learn more, you know, and continuously was fed to the point where, hey, they was fully drawn in. Scriptures talk about that, you know, let every man be fully persuaded in his own mind. All right, but that's how the spirit moves, man. Right? Isaiah 30:21 again, it says, and thy ears shall hear a word behind thee saying, this is the way, walk ye in it. All right, this is the right way. All right. It says, when you turn to the right hand and when you turn to the left, right? And this is why we make the videos. All right. This is why we push the word throughout the unicorn, man. This is why we're out there on the highways and hedges week in and week out. Okay. To draw the elect in, whoever they may be. It says, reading on a little bit more here, it says, you shall defile also the covering of thy graven images of silver and the ornament of thy molten images of gold. Thou shalt cast them away as a minstrel's cloth. Thou shalt say unto it, get thee hence. And that's what happens, right? When you're fully persuaded in your own mind and you know that this is the truth, and the Lord opens your mind up, you're gonna get rid of those idols, man. You're gonna come out of the ways. You're gonna come out the church. That's why there's a great exodus out of the Christian church. It's because of this truth. All right. The scriptures tell us in what 2 Corinthians, the 10th chapter, on how, you know, we're casting down them strongholds, man. All right. That image of Serapis Christos, Cesare Borgia, fake white man Jesus is being cast down. All right. Jake is coming out of them. Those churches is coming out of Islam, black consciousness, all that madness. Right. Jake is letting go of the idols, casting away the holidays. All right. That's what happens. Right. You make yourself clean, so to speak, man. You become sanctified, you know, separate. It says, thou shalt cast them away as a minstrel's cloth. Yeah, all the ways of the heathen. All right, the customs, the way of the world, you're going to cast that away. Thou shalt say unto it, get thee hence. All right, be gone. Verse 23. It says, then shall he give the rain of thy seed, that thou shalt sow the ground withal, and the bread of the increase of the earth, and it shall be fat and plenteousness. In that day shall thy cattle feed in large pastures. The oxen likewise and the young asses that ear the ground shall eat clean provender, which have been winnowed with the shovel and with the fan. Verse 25, it says, and there shall be upon every high mountain. All right. So that every high mountain represents every major government on the earth. All right. Because we know those high mountains represent major governments. Right. So it says, and there should be upon every high mountain and upon every high hill, rivers and streams of waters, which is this truth. All right. This is that floodgate of waters that's drowning out everything, man. That flood of waters. You know, it says, and upon every high hill, rivers and streams of waters, in the day of the great slaughter, when the towers fall. All right. And the towers also represent they will represent like the elites. All right. Because right now, pursuing to Isaiah 13 in verse 2, the scriptures say that that the word has gone up to the gates of the nobles. All right. This flood of water, all right, is drowning these devils out, man. Now, like I said before, they got to acknowledge this thing. All right? You got Jake all around the planet waking up. You see that? Let me add on to that. You know? So this is a spiritual thing, man. All right? Psalms 40, right? You can't ignore it no more. You can't ignore the awakening, man. Right? This is Psalms 40. And I'll start at verse verse 1 real quick. All right, Psalms 40 and verse 1, and it reads, it says, I waited patiently for the Lord, Yahweh Shema Shai, and he inclined unto me and heard my cry. All right, because hey, in this time right now, the elect are the ones that are crying out. Right, crying for deliverance, crying for the Lord to come back and bring forth judgment. Right? It says, verse 2, he brought me up also out of a horrible pit, and that horrible pit can be tied to Babylon, America, man. All right? This would be that horrible pit. And out of the miry clay, and set my feet upon a rock and established my goings, right? And that rock represents Yahweh Shai. Because now we have a sure and solid foundation. All right? It says, verse 3, and he hath put a new song in my mouth, which is this truth. All right? This wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, the prophecies, the name of the Lord, etc. And he hath put a new song in my mouth, even praise unto our power. Many shall see it. Here, this is the point. Many shall see it and fear, and shall trust in the name, Salaki, and shall trust in the Lord, Yahweh Shema Shai. So by the way of this knowledge going out, by the way of this truth being exalted on every high mountain, every high hill, all right, hitting the four corners of the earth, many are seeing it, okay? But only the elect are going to be guided through the Holy Spirit, all right, towards this truth, towards this knowledge. You see? Many shall see it in fear and shall trust in the Lord, Yahweh Shema Shai, all right? Verse 4, it says, blessed is that man that maketh the Lord, Yahweh Shema Shai, his trust, and respecteth not the proud, nor such as turn aside to lies. You see that? So blessed is that man, all right? Make another point, all right? The truth is here, man. All right, real quick, Isaiah 35, and because we talked about how the scriptures say that thy eyes shall see thy teachers, and this is the way walk you in it. This is the correct doctrine. This is it right here, man. This is the truth. All right, Isaiah 35. Okay, Isaiah 35 in verse 5. It says that then the eyes of the blind shall be open. Ooh, then the eyes of the blind shall be open. All right. And the ears of the deaf shall be unstopped. All right. This is the Lord doing this. All right. Allowing those that are meant to be in this thing to receive of the word. Then shall the eyes of the blind be open, and the ears of the deaf shall be unstopped. Then shall the lame man leap as an hart, and the tongue of the dumb sing. For in the wilderness, all right, and what's heavy, we're like in the wilderness now. All right, America could be tied to that wilderness, right? It says, for in the wilderness shall waters break out. See that? Going back to what? The abundance of this knowledge. The waters have broken out. Okay? Because this knowledge was basically it basically manifested out of Babylon, out of America. Then it hit the four corners of the earth. You see? It said, for in the wilderness shall waters break out, and streams in the desert. You see? That dry land. This is where the waters is flooding out, man. Right? And the parched ground shall become a pool. Right? And the thirsty land springs of water. All right, so that's the Lord pouring that water in Isaiah 44. How he said that he would pour He will pour water on the dry ground, you know, and they shall spring up as willows by the watercourses, going into the offspring of the elect. Okay, and also he said that he would give Jake water that was thirsty, because our people, they're thirsty because all these different false doctrines and philosophies are not giving them the truth. It's leaving them dry and thirsty. Matter of fact, let me make that point before I go back. All right, it's giving the similitude of like the waters being the knowledge, right? Isaiah 41 and 17, it says, when the poor and needy seek water and there is none, right? All those wayward doctrines, lies, you know, because our people, what are they doing? They're seeking the truth. They're seeking for answers. All right. So all these other ways, all these other doctrines are not giving our people the truth. They're not giving our people the true living water. Right. So it says, when the poor and needy seek water and there is none, and their tongue faileth for thirst. Right. You was dry as hell in that Christian church. Right. You wasn't learning nothing. Right. All you was doing is going there. It was a Sunday party in there, man. Pass the collection plate. Pastor give you a few motivational speeches, maybe bring out one precept and break it down wrong, and then you was off to watch football every Sunday, man. You was dry as hell in them churches, man, in them false doctrines and other philosophies, man. Listening to your grandma and your granddad, man. You know? It says, and their tongue faileth for thirst, I, the Lord, Yahweh Ba'Shem Shai, will hear them. I, the power of Israel, will not forsake them. Verse 18, I will open rivers in high places and fountains in the midst of the valleys, all right, which could be tied to this unicorn and internet, and also out there on the highways and hedges, all right? He said, I will open rivers in the high places and fountains in the midst of the valleys. I will make the wilderness a pool of water. All right. So look how this knowledge is drowning out America, man, by the way of the prophets on the unicorn and out there on the streets. All right. I will make the wilderness a pool of water, and the dry lands springs of water. All right. So now we're in that time when now Jake is being he's being hydrated properly by the way of this living water. Right? The Lord said, come ye to the waters and drink. Right? This water you will never thirst again, roughly paraphrasing, man. All right? So Jake is receiving the truth is my point, man. So let's go back. All right? And only the elect is going to get it. Isaiah 35 and 7 again, it says, and the parched ground shall become a pool, and the thirsty land springs of water, and the habitation of dragons, where each lay shall be grass with reeds and rushes. Verse 8, it says, and a highway shall be there, right? And a highway shall be there. Hold on. Salakia. Hopefully that AC ain't too loud. Start getting hot. All right, anyway, and I'll try to talk louder too. So back in Isaiah 35 and 8, it says, and a highway should be there. It says, in a way, and it should be called the way of holiness. All right, this is the way. Walk you in it. And a highway should be there in a way, and it should be called the way of holiness. The unclean shall not pass over it, but it shall be for those, the wayfaring men. All right, you look that up. That word wayfaring goes back to upright. All right, to walk upright in the truth when you break it down. All right, so it says it should be for those, the wayfaring men. Though fools should not err therein. All right, so hey, the wicked of our people, they can't receive it. Just tying it back into the point. All right, only the elect will receive of the knowledge. Only the elect will be guided towards this knowledge. That's it. The wicked of our people won't receive it. All right. Matter of fact, let me read that in the Good News real quick. Let me see. Hold on, bear with me. Isaiah 35 in verse, what's that, verse 8? Hold on. Isaiah 35 and 8 in the Good News translation, it says, there will be a highway there called the road of holiness. All right, this is the righteous path. It says, no sinner will ever travel that road. No fools will mislead those who follow it. All right, see, so the point, the wicked of our people, they're not going to receive it. They're not going to be able to enter therein. All right, it's only for the elect. Right? So read it on. Let's get some more. And that's why the Lord said, right, that basically the elect were given unto Yahawashi by the Father himself. All right? Let's make that point. That's in John, right? All through the Spirit. John chapter 10 and verse... John chapter 10, verse 26, and it reads, it says, but ye believe not. But ye, this is red letter Yahawashi speaking. John 10 and 26, but ye believe not, because ye are not of my sheep. See that? So the reason why you don't believe and you don't agree and you're offended is because you're not a part of Yahawashi's sheep. Right? This is why you got a problem with the truth. You don't agree with the doctrine. Right? It says, but ye believe not, because ye are not of my sheep, as I said unto you. My sheep hear my voice. All right? The true followers of Yahweh Bashim Yahawashi, the hopeful elect, we hear his voice, which is what? Sound doctrine. All right? My sheep hear my voice, and I know them, and they follow me. Right? So if you're part of the Lord's sheep, you're gonna follow Yahawashi, man. You're gonna stick to what the scriptures say, man, to the truth, right? Verse 28, and I give unto them eternal life, and they shall never perish, neither shall any man pluck them out of my hand. All right. So the point is that the elect are not going to be plucked out. All right. So if you're part of this thing, if you're part of the hopeful elect, right, and you're part of Yahawashi's, hey, hey, Lord willing, you're going to endure to the end. No man shall pluck them out of my Father's hand. Right? My Father, which gave them me, right? The elect were given to Yahawashi by the Father himself. My Father, which gave them me, is greater than all, and no man is able to pluck them out of my Father's hand. Whoo, see? So if you want his, you want his, right? Let me add on to that. What I'm saying is that, hey, your spirit is going to agree. It ain't going to be any back and forth. You're gonna totally 100% agree with the words of the Lord, man. Right? There ain't gonna be no gray areas. There ain't gonna be no unsurety. Right? You're gonna be 100% rooted. All right? Verse 30, it says, I and my Father are one, meaning they agree in one. They're on one accord. All right? John 8 and 47, it says, he that is of the Most High heareth the Most High's words. Ye therefore hear them not. Ye therefore hear them not, because ye are not of the Most High. You see that? That's why you don't agree. That's why you can't accept this truth, because you are not of the Most High. All right? That's plain. As the apostles are saying, only the elect will be guided towards this knowledge, man. Right? That's just the truth, man. All right? Let me add some more. Let's see what this says. All right, bear with me. This is... All right, I just brought that out, Salakia. Hold on. Bear with me real quick. I think that was 1 John. All right, hold on. 1 John. Yep. This is This is 1 John 4:4, and it says, "Ye are of the Most High, little children, and have overcome them, because greater is he that is in you," which is the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. "Greater is he that is in you than he that is in the world." See? They are of the world, therefore they are of the world, therefore speak they of the world, and the world heareth them. The point, verse 6, "We are of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, he that knoweth God heareth us." You see that? He that knoweth God heareth us, he that is not of God heareth not us. You see that? So if you can't receive it, most likely, hey, you ain't of the Lord. Right? The scriptures say that the Lord is not the author of confusion, and it goes into the simplicity of Yahweh Shai, man. All right? Basically, this thing is easy to receive. Right? If the Spirit of the Lord is working with you. Right? "We are of the Most High, he that knoweth the Most High heareth us. He that is not of the Most High heareth not us. Hereby know we the spirit of truth and the spirit of error." All right? And the Lord is going to give you that, he's going to give you that clarity to understand the spirit of truth and the spirit of error. All right? The point, you're going to be guided in the right direction. Let's get that. Right? The Lord said that. The Spirit got to be working with you, man. The Holy Spirit has to guide you. Right? Scriptures actually say that. That's an make a point on that real quick. You know? That's in John. Was it John 16? Hold on. Let me find it real quick. John, I believe it's John 16. All right. This is the book of John, chapter 16 and verse. Yeah. All right. John 16 and verse 13. This is red letter Yahweh Shai speaking. It says, "Howbeit when he, the Spirit of truth, is come." Who's the Spirit of truth? Yahweh Shai. "Howbeit when he, the Spirit of truth, is come, he will guide you into all truth." All right. So that shows you that what? That we got 100% truth. All right. Regardless of what you got to say. All right. 100% truth regarding the wisdom pertaining to prophecy, man. All right. What's going to get us out of here? What's going to get us delivered out of Babylon, man? All right. It says, "He will guide you into all truth, for he shall not speak of himself, but whatsoever he shall hear, that shall he speak, and he will show you things to come." All right. So yeah, prophecy, you know, giving you the understanding. All right. The insight, the knowledge of, the knowledge of everything, how to take care of yourself, how to walk, all the different things, man. It says he will show you things to come. Let me add on to that, because you got to be guided. You got to be guided through the Spirit. It says the Spirit of truth, real quick, right? Just to make another point. This is John 14 and 17. It says, "Even the Spirit of truth, whom the world cannot receive." You see that? 2/3. All right, these heathen. "Even the Spirit of truth," and the Spirit of truth is Yahweh Shai. "Even the Spirit of truth in the world cannot receive, because it seeth him not, neither knoweth him, but ye know him. For he dwelleth with you and shall be in you." You see that? So the Spirit has to be in you. All right? In order for you to receive of the mysteries, the understanding, man, the knowledge. The Lord got to be working with you. He has to be guiding you through the Spirit, man. All right? And as we talked about earlier, part of that guidance would be you being led to the true teachers as well. All right? John 14 and 26, it says, "But the Comforter," all right, which is the scriptures, which is the Spirit of Yahweh Shai, "But the Comforter, which is the Holy Spirit, whom the Father will send in my name, he shall teach you all things," right? "He shall teach you all things and bring all things to your remembrance," right? Whatsoever I have said unto you. Did that not happen? All right. When the Lord opened our minds and woke us up, he brought things back to our remembrance, who we are, our identity, you know, the tribes, who Esau is, the prophecies, all right, the insight of the future, what's getting ready to happen. You know, this happened by the way of the Spirit. We were guided, all right? It says, verse 27, peace I leave with you, my peace I give unto you, not as the world giveth. All right, because we have true peace through the understanding of the scriptures, man. Right? And the world can't give you that. That's why when it all goes down, these people are not going to have peace, man. That's why the Lord said knowledge, that this wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy time. All right? It says, peace I leave with you, my peace I give unto you, not as the world giveth, give I unto you. Let not your heart be troubled, neither let it be afraid. All right? It says, and that's the point. All right? So anyway, that's the point I want to make there. All right? Let me get this too. All right, this is, you know, that's why, as I said earlier, the purpose of this internet, man, all right, was to feed the Lord's elect, to guide them into the way of truth. As we talked about earlier in those two scriptures, Isaiah 30 and Isaiah 35, this is the way of holiness, man. All right, the Lord used this internet, this mechanism, all right, to gather the elect, to guide them in the way of the truth. All right. As the apostle said, the internet was part of the heavy lifting. You know, it did the heavy lifting for us. All we had to do was just continue to teach. Right? Real quick, Romans, what is it? Romans 11, right? Let me see. Hold on. Or was it Romans 10? Bear with me. All right, this is Romans. This is Romans 10 and this is Romans 10 and verse 14, and it reads, how then should they call on him in whom they have not believed? And how should they believe in him in whom they have not heard? Okay, it says, because at that time our people haven't heard about the Messiah, right? It says, and how shall they hear without a preacher? All right, so you got to be taught. Thine eyes shall see thy teachers. It says, and how shall they preach except they be sent? As it is written, how beautiful are the feet of them that preach the gospel of peace and bring glad tidings of good things, which is the prophets. All right. But they have not all obeyed the gospel. For Isaiah saith, Lord, who have believed our report? Right. Who has believed in this message? All right. Who can receive it? Verse 17. So then faith cometh by hearing, and hearing by the word of the Most High. All right. We all heard it, right? We all heard the word. It says, but I say, have they not heard? Yes, verily their sound went into all the earth, and their words unto the ends of the world. You see that? That's that internet scripture, man. That was the purpose of the Lord using Esau to create the internet. You know, it said that their sound went into all the earth. All right. So the elect, wherever they may be worldwide, are hearing the word. They're being guided into this knowledge. All right. By the way of the unicorn. That's prophecy. It says, yes, verily their sound went into all the earth, and their words unto the ends of the world. You see that? Let me add on to that. And this is the main reason why they want to control the internet now. Because this word, okay, basically the internet has served its purpose, as I always go into. All right, its purpose was what? To reach the elect, to guide the elect in the way of holiness, in the way of this truth. Matthew 24 in verse 13, it says, but he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. And this gospel, right? And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness, meaning a sign. So once this word has been pushed throughout the world, that was a major sign. For a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come. This is why we're at the end. All right? This word has reached all over the globe. Okay? Jake everywhere is waking up. You know? You got bodies of believers, camps, in all various nations, man. You know, the elect who are scattered abroad. The Lord said I should be unto them as a small sanctuary. Matter of fact, let me get that. That's Ezekiel, right? Ezekiel 11. All right. This is Ezekiel 11 and 16. It says, therefore say, thus saith the Lord power, although I have cast them far off among the heathen. All right. That shows you that Jake has been scattered amongst the heathen nations. It says, I have cast them far off among the heathen, and although I have scattered them among the countries, yet will I be to them as a little sanctuary in the countries where they shall come. All right. So them body of believers in them various countries all around the earth. All right. The Lord said I should be to them as a little sanctuary. All right. Those are the churches, the camps. All right. It says, verse 17, therefore say, thus saith the Lord power, Yahweh Shema Shai, I will even gather you from the people and assemble you out of the countries where you have been scattered. All right? So this is not talking about the natural heathen. This is talking about those Israelite foreigners. All right? That are going to be gathered in the coming of Yahweh Shai, man. All right? And assemble you out of the countries where you have been scattered, and I will give you the land of Israel. That's who the Lord is coming to get. All right? The elect that have been scattered amongst the nations, man. Right? So anyway, one more script. Because we were talking about the internet, man. You know, I'm just in the spirit. You know, I didn't have it like a set structure, you know, just grabbing scriptures here. You know, just wanted to make a point. All right? That, hey, the elect would be guided towards this knowledge, man. That's it. It's not about all of Israel, man. All right. Here we go. Psalms 19 and verse 1. Psalm 19 and 1, it says, the heavens declare the glory of the Most High, and the firmament showeth his handiwork. All right. That's why you know, you got the satellites or whatnot out there in orbit. You know, they send forth the signals to give you the internet, right? It says, day unto day uttereth speech, and night unto night showeth knowledge. All right. So, hey, you know, you have the word going out on one side of the world during the day, and then at night you have the word going out on another side of the world at night. You know, it says, there is no speech nor language where their voice is not heard. All right. So you got brothers speaking, you know, Spanish, English, you know, you got the blind with the braille and all of that. You got the closed caption, you know, Italian, whatever. All right. This word is going out and it's reaching. Verse 4. Their line is going out throughout all the earth. All right, that line, the signals, by the way of them satellites working through the internet. All right, their line is going out through all the earth. All right, this word is everywhere, being watched all over the world. All right, I remember on YouTube they used to show you. I don't know if they still do, but you can kind of like check the feed of who's watching your videos, and it would show you all the various countries where your videos are being watched. That's prophecy, right? It says their line is going out through all the earth, and their words to the end of the world. You see that? And their words to the end of the world. All right? To the four corners, man. And it says, in them he have set a tabernacle for the sun. All right, which is the point, man. All right? So yeah, man. But the point is, those that can't receive it, right? All right, those that weren't meant to get it, you're gonna taste of the destruction, right? Like the elders was going into their what's it called, the unquenchable fire, right? Isaiah 34, right? Oh yeah, Isaiah 34:1, it reads, it says, "Come near, you nations, and to hear and hearken, ye my people, let the earth hear." And how's that happening? Through the internet. All right? That's how the earth in the world is hearing the word. It says, let the earth hear, and all that is therein, the world and all things that come forth of it. See? It says, for the indignation of the Lord, Yahweh Shema Shai, is upon all nations. All right? And his fury upon all their armies. He have utterly destroyed them. He have delivered them to the slaughter. And that's going to happen by the way of World War III, which Donald Trump is not going to fucking stop. All right? Like I said, that guy's a clown, right? But he's set up to lead you Edomites to destruction, man. All right? Because people really trust in that guy, right? It says, their slain also should be cast out, and their stink shall come up out of the carcasses, and the mountains shall be melted with their blood. You see that? So the Lord is coming to melt these world powers, man, these militaries. All right? Via World War III. All right? Verse 4, and all the host of heaven shall be dissolved, and the heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll, and all their hosts shall fall down, as the leaf falleth from the vine, and as the falling fig from the fig tree. For my sword shall be bathed in heaven, which is the missiles. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea, which is Greek for Esau, Edom, and upon the people of my curse to judgment. The sword of the Lord is filled with blood. It is made fat with fatness, and with the blood of lambs and goats, and with the fat of kidneys of rams. For the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai have a sacrifice in Basra, which could be tied to America. All right, the capital of Edom, and a great slaughter in the land of Idumea, man. So, hey, like I said, all those that don't believe, all right, that can't receive it, all right, you're going to be part of this sacrifice, all right, this great bonfire that the Lord is about to bring upon America. And the unicorns shall come down with them, and the bullocks with the bulls, and their land shall be soaked with blood, and their dust made with fatness, for it is the day of the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai's vengeance, and the year recompenses for the controversy of Zion, all the pain and suffering and slavery and oppression for the Lord's people. He's about to vindicate his people, all right? The point, it says, verse 9, and the streams thereof shall be turned into pitch, and the dust thereof into brimstone, and the land thereof shall become burning pitch. Verse 10, and it shall not be quenched, all right, as the elders is bringing out, all right? That's the unquenchable fire, meaning when this place burns, the Lord is going to allow this place to burn out. The fire is going to have to burn itself out. It's not going to be quenched with water, none of that. All right, this place is going to burn for a long period of time. It says, and it shall not be quenched night nor day. The smoke thereof shall go up forever, which is a long period of time. From generation to generation it shall lie waste. None shall pass through it forever and ever. You see that? That's that unquenchable fire, man. Right? Let me add on to that. That's what's coming. That's what you scoffers and non-believers are going to suffer, man. As it is written, the Lord said he had those wicked spirits reserved unto fire and perdition of ungodly men, roughly paraphrasing. Isaiah 26 and verse 20 says, come my people, enter thou into thy chambers, which is the chariots, right? That's why it's not a coincidence. The Pentagon just they just came out with a news story saying that you know, there's a mothership, which is really a fathership, but they say there's a mothership over Earth that's unleashing smaller so-called UFOs, right? This is coming from the Pentagon, all right? So basically what? The Lord is here. But these prophecies have to come to pass before the Lord does his thing, right? Come my people, enter into thy chambers, right? The elect getting beamed up, right, to avoid the nuclear destruction, and shut thy doors about thee, all right? That's why I said, you know, Get this wisdom so that you may be able to enter into that spiritual ark. All right? Enter into that spiritual ark before these doors close on you. Right? It says, shut thy doors about thee, hide thyself as it were for a little moment, until the indignation be overpassed. So once again, that indignation is going to be what? It's going to be that unquenchable fire, man. That's the indignation that has to ride out, all right, before the elect come back down out of those chariots on the earth. So they're going to be hidden in those chariots for a specific amount of time until that indignation be overpassed. That fire is going to have to burn itself out until everything is cleansed. You see? It says, verse 21, for behold, the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushai cometh out of his place to punish the inhabitants of the earth. See that? For their iniquity, the earth shall disclose her blood and shall no more cover her slain. So the Lord is about to bring a serious judgment upon the earth. All right? One more. Those that don't believe, that take this lightly for a joke, it's just entertainment. This is when you're going to realize Isaiah 6. Okay? Isaiah 6, I start at 8, because this kind of sums up everything that I was talking about earlier. Isaiah 6 and 8, it says, also, I heard the voice of the Lord saying, whom shall I send, and who will go for us? Then said I, here I am, send me. And he said, go and tell this people, talking about you Israelites, go and tell this people, hear ye indeed, but understand not. And see ye indeed, but perceive not. Because what? The Lord has blocked 2/3 from receiving this thing. All right? That's why it's only for the hopeful elect. They're going to be guided towards the truth, towards the knowledge. Hear you indeed, but understand not, and see you indeed, but perceive not. Make the heart of this people fat, and their ears heavy, with their eyes in their, it says, with their eyes, and hear with their ears, and understand with the heart. Salaki, let me read that again. Isaiah 6 and 10. And make the heart of this people fat, make their ears heavy, and shut their eyes. You see that? So so 2/3 of our people have been blocked from receiving the gospel, man. All right? The Lord literally has an angel blocking 2/3 from receiving the doctrine, from receiving the truth. This is why you don't agree. This is why your spirit doesn't jive with this truth. Right? There's a reason for that. Make the heart of this people fat, and make their ears heavy, and shut their eyes. It says, and hear with their ears, and understand with the heart, and convert, and be healed. Then I said, here's the point. This is what Isaiah said to the Most High. Then said I, Lord, how long? Meaning, how long will 2/3 of our people remain in this blinded and destroyed state? Then said I, Lord, how long? And he answered, until the cities be wasted without inhabitant, and the houses be without man, and the land be utterly destroyed. So that's when you niggas gonna get it. All right? They got a problem with the truth, with the doctrine, with the 12 tribes chart, with us being Israelites. All right? The name of the Lord, who he is, the prophecies. All right? That's when you're gonna know. When the cities be wasted without inhabitant, when you see them damn missiles come down, and the houses without man, and the land be utterly desolate, that's when you're gonna realize, right? Going back into Wisdom of Solomon, the 5th chapter, right? You're gonna be the fools in that day. You're gonna be the ones that erred. All right? It talks about how the way of truth, the light of the truth has not shined upon you. You're gonna know that in that time. It talks about how we wearied ourselves in wickedness, man, unto no profit. That's when you're going to know. Verse 12, Isaiah 6 and 12. And the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, have removed men far away, and there be a great forsaking in the midst of the land. Verse 13. But yet in it shall be a 10th, and it shall return. That 10th is representative of the elect. Those are the ones that are returning unto the Lord. All right? Those are the ones that are being guided into the way of truth, into this knowledge. But yet in it shall be a tenth, and it shall return, and shall be eaten as a teil tree, and as an oak whose substance is in them, when they cast their leaves. All right. So what this means is the elect are going to be beamed up into those chariots. They're going to be covered. All right. They're going to be exempt from that judgment that's going to play out on the earth. Right. It says, so the holy seed shall be the substance thereof. All right. The elect, which is the seed of the promise, which is going to be delivered. All right. That's who it's for. That's who salvation is for, man. Right. But no, that's pretty much the point, you know. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. You just want to make those points that the elect, all right, would be the ones that would be guided towards this knowledge, man. Those are the ones that will receive it. All right. They wouldn't be offended. They would agree. All right. They would hear the voice of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, man. You know. So hey, man, that's it. I pray this lesson was edifying. You know, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushua Ba'Hakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who taught me this truth, and double salutations to all you Akim out there laboring, the house of David the elect. Hey, shalom to the next one. Shalom.